Hi everybody, John here with Cruiser Customizing. Today we're going to take a look at the XS3.0 from the Kuryakyn XKürsion lineup, available now at cruisercustomizing.com. If you're headed out for that big, long road trip this summer and you need some additional storage, this XS3.0 might be just the ticket. As you can see, this thing is not the smallest bag out there on the market, but it's got a ton of features. It straps down securely. So let's go ahead and go over this thing and figure out why it's awesome. To begin with, on the outside, I just want to get this thing out of the way so I can get to the pockets on the inside. So we'll pop it off here real quick. This is actually a bedroll or a coat holder, anything you want to strap to the top of this bag. You can actually just unclip those flaps. These are all adjustable straps, so you can make it any length you want. If you've got your bedroll, you can jack it up nice and tall there, but that's going to allow you to strap things down to the top of the bag that don't necessarily need to be out of the weather. Now, if you got your bedroll in there and the bedroll is in a waterproof container or one of the other waterproof bags, you can just strap that bad boy right on the top there, loosen up those straps to where they go, and then anytime you need to get into the bag, you've just got a couple clips and it pops right up out of the way. This strap also has some storage here at the very top, and you're going to get some bungees from Kuryakyn on the inside. Those are nice secure bungees with big plastic hooks so they won't scratch your paint. So we're going to go ahead and take this thing and set it off to the side for now so you can get a nice clean shot at this bag. As you can see, it's got a very, very traditional shape to it. This type of bag has been around for quite some time, but this one is a bit different. So let's go over what makes it different. To begin with, the exterior portion on this is made out of a Maxtura fabric. It's highly abrasion resistant. Plus, it's also resistant to UV light and water. So it's going to keep this bag in really good shape for a long time. Plus, it's going to keep your clothes nice and dry throughout your entire trip. All of the zippers on the exterior on this one are very, very heavy duty waterproof zippers. The liners on these are much better quality than anything else you're going to find at this price point. So it's nice to see Kuryakyn really stepping up to the plate there and including those nice waterproof zippers. All of the zippers are also going to come with very large pull tabs. All of those pull tabs make it easy to operate even if you have your gloves on, because it seems like you always remember there's one more thing you need out of your bag after you put your gloves on. You got a nice secure carry handle here at the top. And if we flip it to the inside here, you're going to see that the lid on this thing, it's nice and flexible, but it still maintains its shape whenever it's zipped into place. That's actually from that thermo-formed panel. They've got foam that runs the entire inner portion of these, and you can see all the contours on the sides of this thing. That's actually a thermo-formed foam. And what it does, it allows the bags to be a little bit pliable so they can take a beating, but they still return to that original shape. So again, just leading to these being a much higher end bag than you're used to seeing on any of the soft-sided textile bags. Once you get to the inside here, you're going to notice that it's not just a big generic open cavern. This thing's got storage all over the place. In the back of this, you've got double-sided padding on all of these pockets. What that's going to do is provide you a nice, secure place that you can put all your electronics. The largest pocket on here will actually accommodate a 17-inch laptop. So they've made these pockets nice and big. They've got this nice Velcro strap to hold everything in place. That way you don't have to worry about your electronics being beat up on these long trips. Also, you're going to have places for your iPad, iPad mini, iPod, any of your Samsung devices, it doesn't matter. You'll be able to toss them all over the place. Any electronics, they go there. They'll be protected because it's got that double-sided padding. Also, they've got a couple elastic style pockets here on the side. You've got one on either side, so if you want to keep something separated from that large open storage area there in the middle, you can do that. Go ahead and zip that portion up. Take a peek on the side here. If you look at these sides, these are nice and large panels that open up, and again, that's going to provide you with a large open pocket on the inside there. This has 2 large slip-in pockets, plus it's also got a zip-up mesh pocket there on the inside. So any of the items that you want to store on the outside of the bag, you can just throw them on there. And then they have that waterproof zipper that goes all the way up and around. And on the outside of each one of those pockets, you're going to have a quick access pocket there on the outside. Those won't be covered up by that flap on the outside, so if you want something that's easy to get to, that you're grabbing for all the time, you can just toss them there. To keep this thing secured down to the bike, you're going to want very secure mounting points. So what they've done is just give you probably the most D-ring options I have ever seen on any bag anywhere. This thing has D-rings that you can tie on from just about every trajectory. So we've got all the way across the back here, we've got 4 in this line, 2 down at the bottom. So whether you're going to mount it to a sissy bar, to the seat, or you're going to mount it to your back rack, it doesn't matter. You're going to have a way to secure this thing to the bike. On the side here, you'll have, again, more D-rings all over the place. Each one of these D-rings, to keep them secured to the bag, to make sure they aren't going to pull out when you put all this force down on the straps and then drive down the road with all that wind drag pushing against this bag trying to pull it off. What Kuryakyn has done is just triple reinforce all of these D-rings to make sure they aren't going to pull out of the bags. They've got your standard stitching that goes through 2 pieces of that strap. So that's actually more than what you traditionally get. Normally you would get it just flipped around the D-ring itself, sewn back to the strap, and then a piece of that strap sewn on. But this strap has actually been doubled up. On the strap itself, you've got a box stitch that goes all the way around. That's going to be your traditional style attachment. But on this one, they did a cross stitch. So again, that's going to be more stitches going through this bag to make sure that D-ring is not going anywhere. If that wasn't secure enough, Kuryakyn didn't want these things going anywhere, so they actually threw a rivet right through that strap as well. So that's going to be right at the point where it starts to put pressure on the bag. It's got that rivet that goes straight through all the way to the inside through that formed foam padding to make sure that that's going to have enough resistance to keep this thing pulled up nice and tight without the bag losing its shape or its form. Also, on the inside of the bag, just like everything in the XKürsion lineup, you're going to get a plastic bag that's filled with everything you need to attach this thing onto the bike. It's got all kinds of different straps for every configuration you could possibly imagine. And to make sure your stuff gets to its location nice and dry, there's actually a cover that goes over the exterior of the entire bag to make it nice and waterproof. So that's going to wrap us up for today on our look at this new XKürsion luggage. If you do have any questions on it, please let us know in the comment section below. If you haven't done so far, we have a subscribe button down there in the corner. If you click on it, you won't miss out on any of our upcoming videos. If you want to get this bag on the way because you have some additional storage needs for your next road trip, it couldn't be much easier. You can actually do it. Just click on that info button right in the top right hand corner. It'll take you to our website. You can order this thing up and get it on the way to you. That's going to wrap us up for today, everybody. Thanks for watching. My name's John. Ride safe.